Every web team is trying to build dynamic, engaging sites. But this immediately creates a big problem, a constant battle between creativity and performance. Well, today we're going to look at how to solve that. So here's what we'll cover. We'll start by breaking down the real challenge with web animation. Then I'll introduce you to the Drupal module that's built to handle it. We'll look at a really practical, real-world example, then walk through how a developer actually sets it up. And finally, we'll talk about what this really unlocks for everyone on the team. All right, let's get into our first section, the Web Animation Challenge. This is all about balancing that push for creativity with the need for performance. And that really is the million-dollar question, right? How do you add these cool, sophisticated animations without totally wrecking your site's performance or stability? I mean, if you just start throwing custom JavaScript at the problem, you're asking for trouble. You can easily slow down your page loads, create weird conflicts with other scripts, and the maintenance down the road can become a nightmare. It puts you in this tough spot where you feel like you have to choose between a great user experience and a website that's actually fast and stable. Okay, so that's the problem. Now for the solution. This is exactly where a dedicated tool comes into play. Let's talk about the GSAP module for Drupal, which is designed to give you a structured, high-performance way to handle all of this. So you might be asking, what exactly is GSAP? Well, the letters stand for Greensock Animation Platform, and what it is a really powerful, high-performance JavaScript library. It's pretty much the industry standard for creating professional-grade web animations. It lets developers build these incredibly smooth, even really complex animations that are totally optimized for performance. And this right here is the key point. The Drupal module does more than just drop the library into your site. It integrates it the correct way. It's an API for your developers, allowing them to manage GSAP as a proper, controlled dependency. And why does that matter? Well, it prevents conflicts and makes sure the animation code only loads exactly when and where it's needed. That's how you get all the benefits without killing your performance. All right, that's enough of the technical talk for a moment. Let's make this real. We're going to look at a use case that everyone, whether you're a content editor, a marketer, or a developer, will totally get. Okay, so picture a standard call to action button on a landing page. You know the one, a learn more or a sign up today button. It works, it's clear what it does, but it's just sitting there. It's static, waiting for someone to hopefully notice it. Now, after we bring GSAP into the picture, that same exact button can have a really subtle, elegant animation. Maybe it pulses slightly or shifts color when you hover near it. It's something that just naturally draws the eye and encourages that click. It transforms from a passive element into an engaging part of the user's journey. And the best part? No performance hit. So you're probably wondering, how does a developer actually make this happen? Let's take a look at the workflow for enabling GSAP in a Drupal project. The installation process is pretty straightforward. It breaks down into two steps. First, the developer uses Composer, which is Drupal's standard package manager, to add the module to the project. Then they enable the module itself, either through the Drupal UI or with the command line, just like they would any other module. Okay, and this piece of code really gets to the why of using the module. Once installed, a developer goes into the theme's library definition file. You see that dependencies section? They declare GSAP/GSAP right there. This tells Drupal, hey, only load the core GSAP library when this specific component is on the page. That targeted approach is the secret sauce. It's what guarantees you're not loading unnecessary code, and it's what keeps everything so efficient. Now, it's really important to understand that this is not just a tool for developers. When you build a stable foundation for animation, it creates value for the entire team. So let's break down the key takeaways for everyone. For developers, you get clean, professional dependency management for an incredibly powerful animation library. That's huge. For content editors, this is amazing. You now get to use components, like that button we talked about, that have rich interactions already built in. You don't have to do anything technical. It just works. And for marketers, this provides a reliable toolkit for building more engaging campaigns and telling more dynamic stories. You now have a stable, performant foundation to build sophisticated animations anywhere in your Drupal site.